Leonardo DiCaprio already has a pretty impressive resume. For any actor, he's got an impressive resume. This Boy's Life, plus an Oscar nomination for What's Eating Gilbert Grape and The Quick and the Dead. Now he stars in The Basketball Diaries, a true story where he plays a teenage junkie.
I'll cut your...
It's always a pleasure to welcome Leonardo DiCaprio. Always a pleasure. Hey, Leo, how you doing?
How you doing?
Good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
There's music in this movie, but it's not a musical. There's basketball in this movie, but I wouldn't call it a basketball movie. There's some dark stuff going on. Tell me.
I definitely wouldn't call it a musical, that's for sure. It's not the Sound of Music. But, you know, it's a journey in this young guy's life as he gets addicted to heroin, and he writes, that was the amazing thing that happened. It was a real book. You know, Jim Carroll wrote it, and as this stuff was going on in his life, he was able to record it down, the heroin addiction and living on the streets, and being on a basketball team in high school and what he could have become. And I know it's a big cult hit with a lot of people who've read the book. So, you know, we'll see how it transforms.
But you know what? In this business, you get to sneak up on people once. And last year, people were saying, who is this guy, Leonardo DiCaprio, with This Boy's Life? Excellent portrayal. Also Gilbert Grape, an Oscar nomination. You're carrying this movie. This is your first that you carry. Do you feel added pressure?
Yeah, definitely. There's nobody to blame if the movie's bad. You know what I mean? You definitely feel a lot of added pressure. Plus, you know, with starring in a movie, you get into a whole different realm. I mean, you know, it's something I don't like to concentrate on, but, you know, you sort of get into the box office thing, which is how much money is this movie going to make, and how far does your name carry a certain film, which is like something I don't even think about at this point.
Well, it's been a while since we saw each other. I saw you and your mom at the Golden Globes, not this one, but the last one. Since then, you've entered into the world where they write about you whether you were at the party or not. How do you deal with that, too?
Oh God, I've been in Paris for the past 3 months shooting my last movie, Total Eclipse. It's sort of like the big sort of, you know, explosion happened while I was there. So I just get these magazines. I'm like, whoa, I was here. What's this? And I'm doing this movie. What's going on? But you know, of course, I'm extremely excited. I mean, I'd be wishing for this if I didn't have it right now. So I'm happy about it.
You gonna do James Dean?
I don't know if I'm doing James Dean. I really don't know.
Yeah.
It's a very complicated decision, and we'll see. We'll have to see. It's like something that's off in the future, and if it happens, it happens. And you know, you can never really depend on anything these days. As far as not these days, but I mean, in the business, it's like you say you're going to do something, and it falls apart the next day. So it's really up in the air.
People always say when you explode on the scene, an overnight sensation, but nobody's an overnight sensation. For people who don't know, where'd you come from, acting-wise? Where were you before This Boy's Life?
Well, I was on a television series called Growing Pains, and then I was on a Parenthood television show. I did a lot of commercials, and before that, I got an agent at about 14, and I just started from commercials. My first commercial was a Matchbox Toys commercial, and then I just did a bunch of little things from there, and then finally I got the big audition for Boy's Life, and just really got lucky, basically. And then it excelled from there.
From the outside looking in at being an actor in movies, the life that you thought?
You know, at this point it's like so unreal, everything, you know what I mean? I'm like slowly starting to realize what's going on, you know? Everything sort of happens like this, and you sort of have to sit back for a second and say, wow, I'm actually here. You know what I mean? You're so in the rush to get there, you never stop and say, wow, you know, I'm going to look back on this time in my life right now, and this is going to be like the golden years, you know what I mean? It's a great position. What am I going to say? I'm happy.
It's Leonardo DiCaprio.
Thank
Always
you.
a pleasure, my friend.
All right.
Good to see you.